Hello, my name is Lori. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I have chronic late-stage Lyme disease. I was to the point of no hope. I was on my last leg, literally. I came in a wheelchair, and I was just looking for a miracle, and I found it. So about 3 years ago, it just started a nosedive, and symptoms just started piling on. The fatigue was no longer the biggest issue. And by the end of it, about a week before I came to Sunridge, I was having 3 to 5 seizures a day, paralyzed completely, like I was in a coma, but I could feel and hear everything. What got me the most was I didn't realize my husband was taking pictures of my seizures, and he got a picture of my 3-year-old daughter laying on my shoulder in the kitchen floor. I went to every specialist that you can go to. I was preliminarily diagnosed with lupus, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, you name it, MS, and then diagnostic testing would rule it out. No one could figure out what was wrong with me, and nobody had an answer. And I finally saw a Lyme literate doctor that did give me an answer, told me that it was Lyme disease, and I was too fragile for them to do anything for me. It's very disheartening. You feel very alone when nobody's really listening to you. I had 2 doctors tell me that it was in my head, and I knew it wasn't. And when you finally get to a point where you have hope, when you find a Lyme literate doctor and you think, okay, they get it, they're gonna help me, and they turn their backs on you too and tell you that they can't help you, it was just devastating. I thought that was the end. I didn't know where else to go. A friend of mine started talking about Sunridge, and she happened upon it kind of miraculously, and I didn't listen, just like I didn't listen to anybody else's. And she just beat it into my head. She texted me, she messaged me, she emailed me, she chatted me, everything she could. And finally, when I thought it was the very end, I had my parents and my sister come down from Tennessee to say their goodbyes. And while they were there, she texted my sister about Sunridge one more time, because God had really placed it on her heart that I was meant to come here. And I listened that time. I was very apprehensive about coming out to Arizona. I'd had so many doors shut in my face. I was skeptical. I didn't know if natural was the way to go. I'd always heard antibiotics were the only thing that would work. Within the first 2 treatments, I was out of a wheelchair. I was walking. In fact, I wore high heels the night of my 2nd treatment. It's phenomenal. It's a miracle. It's amazing. It's what I needed. And I have my life back now. I haven't been a wife to my husband for years. I haven't been a mom to my baby girl ever. I remember when she was in a crib, 9 months old maybe, I would have to go and lay in her floor because I had no energy to pick her up out of her crib. And to know that I'm going to be able to take her to playgrounds and do lots of fun things with her, go swimming with her, pick her up and carry her places, and just be the kind of mom that I've always wanted to be. I can't explain it. There are no words for it. My first impression with Dr. Franco was just how intelligent he was and how knowledgeable he was about Lyme disease. And I know a lot of his, probably a majority of his patients are cancer patients and other patients. And for him to be so knowledgeable about so many different ailments and how to take care of them. And he was really one-on-one with me, very personable, I felt like he cared. And that was a big change from being a number. what he explained to me is that they really build up your immune system so that your body can heal itself. You have the tools to do what you need to do to be healthy again. Your body has everything it needs. Mine was just very toxic and it needed to be cleaned up. And it gave me great hope to know that there was this whole new world of opportunity of treatment for me. Coming here, things I had never heard of, just new ideas that some people might be too scared to try, and Sunridge isn't. You know, it's a frontier. It's so exciting, and I feel so blessed to be a part of it. I might get a lot of criticism for saying this, but antibiotics are just not the answer for long-term Lyme disease. They don't work. They're a Band-Aid. And I hate that so many of my friends out there are relying on that treatment when it's just going to tear up their bodies, and when they come off of it, they're just going to get sick again. When what they need is an immune system boost. They need to have their bodies cleaned out, their blood cleaned out. They need to come to Sunridge. That's just the truth.